A last one, we want to have, we don't have Navisworks, or we want to use the file we get from Revit. We can do it as well. For an interference check, just need to get from the structural, in this case, to the current project. We want the structural columns and piping, pipe fittings and pipes, mechanical equipment and plumbing fixtures. For those who are clashing, and as we recall, it shows us the ID of those elements which are clashing. So we cannot get the clash point because we don't have any, unless we use the elements from the link, but we cannot access to the elements of the link. So what we can do is we can change the elements that are clashing and then review those, or use a filter. So I'm just gonna export this file. So it becomes HTML file. Close. And I'm gonna just create a new file on Excel. Remember that if it's on HTML, we barely use the information. We can barely use the information for data. But what we can do, what we can certainly do, is just copy all those elements. Just gonna copy on a new book. This one is out of date, so I'm just gonna copy. And I'm working on the pipe fittings, the plumbing file. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. Quick tips we can use. The first thing is we can use the soft string. In this case it's Spanish, but it's extrae, which is the same thing as a substring. The function substring will go with this text. Well, not it's encontrar substring. So we want here to find the look at text needs to be something like ID space. Within the text, this one from 0. Which needs to be embraced. Yeah, there we do values. Now with that we know which is the starting position. Then we can get a length. It will be largo. It goes from text. So we want to know how many characters we have. Then we want to have a subtraction. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seven characters from the ID file. So I'm just guessing that we need to have 45 plus 1, 54 less 1. And then you can have here the extrae, which is this substring, I believe. So we get from this set to this initial position to this one. Okay. So we need to have these ones plus 3. Less 2. We get something like this, and then we can just copy all of those. Since we already have all the IDs, we can just copy those to a new file. Just remember to copy just as values. Just gonna save it as clash points. From Revit. And then from here I can use the same function. Nothing is really going to change. So in order to see that everything is working, I'm just going to get rid of my filter of clash. And now once we have that, what we're trying to do here is to change that file for the, not the clashes, but the clashes from Revit. That file open. We run it. And again, we have here our elements that are clashing straight ahead from the Revit file. So even though it was a little bit analytical, you can change these values for you can getting it, or we can get it extended from Dynamo, so it gets the HTML on a clean file, so it works. So I hope these functions will help you getting those. I'm going to include it as materials from the lessons. And the only one that it's missing here that it's important is the select by element by ID. Remember that you need to get it from the Archilab Grimshaw. It's actually here on selection by element ID. That's it. Okay.